Hello everybody and welcome back to the second show in my brand new series, which is the Creative Breakthrough Coaching Bites show, which never wants to focus, but there you go. Creative Breakthrough Coaching Bites show. It's 9 minutes, kind of. 3 minutes, I give you one top tip on how to be more creative, productive, or just chilled out and in touch with the universe. And then 2 or 3 minutes of explanation why that might be a good idea, possibly an anecdote or a personal story, and then 2 or 3 minutes to say hello to you if anyone has said hello. So please say hello and I'll say hello to you as well. All right, so let's get right into it, shall we? So the the Creative Breakthrough Coaching Bite for today is... I told you it was BB1 in the blurb, BB1, and that stands for Big Bad First. Big Bad First is today's Creative Breakthrough Coaching Bite. I still have to look at it. So what am I talking about, Big Bad First? Well, it's very simple. And practically all of these ideas will come from somewhere. You'll have heard them somewhere else, and I can almost certainly guarantee that wherever you heard them first, it wasn't the first person to come up with them. So they really are just what comes to my mind as interesting things to check out. So it's Big Bad First, and that's about doing the scariest, most daunting, and yet most closest to your heart thing first thing in the morning. So this is an interesting concept, don't you think? Get up and do it, or even do it before you don't get up. Well, that's not quite true. The idea is that if you set yourself some goals, for some reason, it's incredibly hard to get going on the one thing you claim you want to do most. Why is that? Well, there's a lot of reasons for it, deep psychological reasons, including things like fear of a lot of different things. It could be fear that you're going to fail at it and people will laugh at you. There's apparently something called fear of success. I'm not quite sure what that is, but that's a thing too. There's the fear of change. If you are really tackling the biggest dream that you have in your life, which is this big bad. It's not really bad, it's wonderful. It's just that you're scared of it. If you're really tackling that, you're actually in the process of possibly changing your entire life. And that's scary. We're not too into change. The brain at a sort of superficial level isn't that into change. It likes carry on doing what it's been doing for ages. But that doesn't generally fit in with those of us who have dreams, goals, aspirations, would like to help more people, touch more people, or just be more creative. So the idea is you wake yourself up and you get going on your first, biggest, nastiest goal. They get called big hairy goals. They get called your ugliest frogs. They get called all sorts of things. It's not necessarily that you have to literally get out of bed and start working on it, because this will probably be a pretty sort of, work-like task. So it may be that some of you have got morning routines, and believe me, morning routines and aspects of them will be things I'll be covering in this show. But suffice it to say, if you've got a morning routine, well, do that first. Absolutely. You've got your water to drink, you've got your meditation, you've got a bit of exercise, you've got maybe going over your goals, your objectives for the day. That's fine. Do that first. But when you get down to the actual official work, do that first. You might be saying, yeah, but I've got a real job and I can't just not do my job. I've got to start work at 9 and I finish at 5. Well, it's quite simple. If you want to follow your dreams, do this first, still. And basically that would mean getting up an hour earlier, which might mean going to bed an hour earlier. But so what? We need to go to bed earlier, to be honest, for most of us. What are we doing in that last hour? Well, big fat nothing most of the time. So we could very well do with going to bed earlier and getting up an hour earlier and tagging this on after you've done your morning routine, if you have one, or tagging this onto that, let's say from 7 till 8, and then you go off to work and you're fine. And what are the advantages of doing this first? Well, there's a few, and they're pretty cool. For a start, you will feel amazing. You will feel fantastic when you've done your big bad one first. You really will. And one way of getting down to it is literally just not engaging your brain until you've started doing it. Literally, you get up, you're programmed at whatever point you've decided to do this, just do it without even thinking about it. And if you do it so early, you do it so early that you're not giving up anything else anyway. Say you managed to get up an hour early. Well, you wouldn't have been doing anything else in that time anyway. So you've won, you're winning. You've got this amazing feeling that you're beating the day. You get to work, or you start work when most of the people you know are starting work, they're literally just sort of crawling out of bed. They've got their first coffee like this. You've already done at least an hour on your major task. This is for people who have to work, have other jobs. But if you are working for yourself and you still have problems getting down to it, well, that's all the more reason for working on some sort of discipline. And the funny thing is, we say that we want to do it anyway. We claim that this is what we want to do, and yet we find every excuse not to do it. Just think about that. Just think about that seriously. How silly is it to not launch into this first thing? You will feel amazing. You know you will. As soon as you start doing the thing that you claim to love, you'll remember that you love it. So it's really about starting. So that's basically it for today. Do the big bad one first. You'll feel amazing. Now, is anyone saying hello? Do say hello. Otherwise, I'll just have to talk about other things. So until someone says hello, I've got about 2 minutes left. Thanks for watching. I can see some people watching. It's a new show, so I'm not quite sure what's going on. This is what I do in it. It's the Creative Breakthrough Coaching Bites. It's one tip to make you more creative, more productive, or more chilled out, more in touch with the universe, whatever comes to my mind. Maximum of 9 minutes, every Monday, Wednesday and Friday, and it's a live show with me, your creativity coach based in Paris. And what I'm going to do as well is I'm going to give you one action or one thing that I would like you to do or look at, which I'm offering to you. It's like my latest masterclass, a Paris retreat, some coaching with me. So I'll always finish with that. I can, because it's my show. So Dorothy, hello Dorothy, and 𝘃𝙧𝙬𝙖, how are you doing? You've come in right at the end. You'll have to go back to the beginning to see what this is all about. And I'm just going to finish by showing you what I would like you to look at. And what I would like you to look at this day, it might change from time to time, just trying to get rid of this. I can't get rid of that. Yes, I can. This is coming up soon. In 1 week from now, there is a 5-day creativity challenge. It'll be very fun. Of course, it's free, very easy, very fast, and it'll set your creative backside on fire for 5 days, from Monday to Friday. There will be prizes, 3 different prizes per day, and that is going to lead into this, what you can see on the screen, which is starting on the 25th of January. It's coming up to 9 minutes. I'm doing pretty well here. Coming up, so it's my flagship masterclass series. I've got 3 of them. One is on photography, one is on writing, and one is on creativity and productivity itself. That's this. So, but you bring your own creative project, and I don't mind what it is. I don't know what it is. I can't really help you as an expert with it, unless it's photography or writing, but it's not my role. My role is to get your dream project into a capsule of 9 weeks and to finish it. That's my role, and that's what I promise that you will do. And so what do you learn? Well, apart from this massive boost to get this thing done, you will become, I hope, some sort of expert on creativity and productivity, getting great ideas from your head, into your head first of all, then out of your head and into the world. So that's what this project is, and I'd love you to check it out, and you can check it out here. I've got another couple of people saying hello. I've got Trish. Hello Trish, how are you doing? Nice to see you here. Tin Cooks, I love the idea of 9-minute videos. I'm going to say that that's a nice comment. It's not that, oh my God, more than 9 minutes of sad. No. And Trish says, I'll have to rewatch, but it sounds great. Yeah, well, I've got to go. It's 10 minutes. So the address for this is infinitecreativitynow.com/mastercreate. And if you want to check out, if you want to join my newsletter and get interesting tips that way, you can go to infinitecreativitynow.com/newsletter. That's it. That's the show. It's around 9 minutes. Trish, thank you so much for saying that I love your projects. And I've got to honour this. I've got to go. And I'll be here again on Wednesday with another tip. Remember, today's tip, big, bad, first. Why? Because you'll feel amazing when you do. Bye for now.